I'm Christine from Pack Hacker. In this video, we're taking a look at the Baronfig Venture Backpack 3.0, which I've been testing for 2 weeks. If you find this video helpful, click subscribe so we can keep making content to help you travel smarter. Let's dive in. The Venture Backpack gives you a little bit of vibes of like business in the front and a little bit of a party in the back, which we'll get to when we get to the harness system, so keep watching for that. But to begin with, we have the black polyester fabric, and it is very durable, water resistant, has held up in several rain showers, although you will notice that really the zippers are not water resistant zippers. They're just regular, I guess there's a little bit, reverse coil going on. So suffice it to say, it's not AquaGuard or anything, and they're not even YKK zippers that we could find. They work really well, but this isn't gonna, hold up in torrential downpours and, monsoon season or whatnot. So keep that in mind. That is to say, though, that these zippers do work really well. They slide really nicely around corners, and they've all got these nice zipper pulls with the Baronfig name on it. There, I think you can see there. And they're really nice and easy to grab. And then the only other branding on the front is this little, idea sparking light bulb. To remind you that Baronfig is for thinkers. And so if you are a thinker, hopefully you will like this backpack. You can carry it, obviously it's a backpack, so there are shoulder straps, but there's also one carry handle here, and it's this nice fabric. It's very soft, nice and easy to grab. Now, I do think it's like, I kind of wish there was a side handle, because this is, you can see it's a little bit like briefcase shaped. I don't know, I would have appreciated just a side handle, but there isn't one. There is, however, a luggage pass-through that is very nicely fastened with hook and loop fasteners, so it lays flat when you don't need it, but you can slide rolling luggage up through it if you do need it. Other than that, we've got Duraflex hardware for, you're getting a little bit of preview of the party back here. You got some Duraflex hardware for the slides, and also for gatekeeper clips for the shoulder straps, because you can take them off. More on that in the next section. So as I mentioned, little party in the back here. We've got moss green, because this bag is available in 5 different colorways, but nothing changes with a different colorway except for the color of the straps. So you can get it in just black, and you can have black straps, but then you can have green or blue, pink or orange. And then you can even order additional straps should you want to, so you can switch up the look if you want, get really crazy and put one color. I don't know, this is just me talking here, but you could put one color of each if you really wanted to shake things up, They attach via these gatekeeper clips, which are very stiff, but easy enough to use. You just slide it out like that, you take it off. There's more at the top, and then they also give you a few extra in case you lose it, which is really nice. And it totally stays put, and you don't have any issues anyways with them coming off. The back panel is lightly padded, very lightly padded. So you can really feel it's adjacent to the laptop compartment, and you can really feel a device there. So just keep that in mind. So aside from the colorful shoulder straps, you can see this is a very professional, sleek looking bag. If you need it to blend in more, in business office settings, a nice lunch or whatnot, maybe opt for the black straps, but otherwise, you can make it a little fun with the color. I like it. As for how it feels, the straps are not padded at all, but that's not the issue. They're very comfortable because of how wide they are. What becomes an issue is the lack of padding on the back panel. If you can see, I've got this actually riding rather low. It's because when you fill this up, it presses the laptop right into your back, which is great for making you stand up straight, but not so great for comfort. So I found that loosening the straps actually makes it more comfortable when you're carrying a larger load. So let's get inside, because there is a lot of organization to talk about with the Venture Backpack. To begin with, you can see we've got 2 zippers along the front. These both open very shallow and pretty small pockets. This one on the right here is a really good place for your keys, because you can see here, let me see, show you. There's my fingers. So it's only that big. I can slide a very small phone in here, but then it's a little hard to wriggle out, and it really only works if you have a mini phone like I do. So keys are good here because they just slide in. Just be careful because the zipper does go all the way to the bottom here, and so things can fall out. They're not going to be, they're not sliding down deeper into the pocket if you have it all the way open. The zipper spans the entire height of the pocket, so just take care not to let things slide out. But like I said, keys were great here because it was easy to access when you were wearing the bag. You could just sort of swing it over and unzip it and go on your merry way. At the top here is a wider pocket, but it's still pretty shallow. You can see it's just a few, about that shallow. So I actually found this a great place for my phone. There is a softer pocket inside where if you were afraid of scratches or whatnot, you could put it, but I really like the quick access nature here. So I have my phone and AirPods in there because that's really what I like to access on the regular while I am on the go. And flipping over to the right side here, you see this very long zipper, and this is the laptop compartment. Now they don't really specify what size laptop fits here, but this does have the soft lining here, just so you know, for your protection of your device. But I did manage this as a 16-inch. It's our 3D printed 16-inch MacBook Pro, and you can see it does fit in there, but pretty snugly. So it takes up the entire space. I regularly carry a 13-inch device, and so, yeah, you saw how hard that sort of was to wedge in there, but I got some things in the main compartment that I think it was getting hung up on. So you can slide a 16-inch device. I think a 13-inch device fits very well, and then if you wanted to use a protective sleeve for a little bit extra protection, because you can see this is not a ton of padding, and there's no false bottom. Like this seam here on the bottom, you can feel it if you stick your hands in the compartment. So it may be better suited for if you had a smaller computer and then also used a protective laptop sleeve. All right, now onto the main compartment. So it opens almost completely clamshell with these 2 dual-sided zippers, which is really nice because, especially now, it's very easy for you to see right now because we've got these great lights, but if you are in a dimmer situation, you really want to be able to see all the way into this bag because it's very dark. So until you get to know what is where, what you've put where, it's kind of hard to find things, kind of hard to see things. So it is nice that it opens completely up. It makes it a little easier to find stuff. Now the front panel here is saved from just flopping over and like coming crashing to the ground by these fabric gussets on each side. So it doesn't open completely clamshell, just most of the way. And then we've got pockets galore here. So we've got 4 on this front panel. We've got 2 really large ones. This one under here that is hard to see is the same size as the one up here, okay? So use those for wall chargers, cords, anything really bulky, your headphones, stuff like that. Then we've got 2 smaller pockets, which are good. You could fit your wallet here, a mouse, dongles, little USB hubs, anything like that. Basically, the contents of your tech kit can go in all of these pockets, which is great if this is what you want to use every day, or you're going on a trip and you don't want to take an additional pouch. But it's not so great if you like having everything, like if you have your pack tech kit and you just like switching it between bags, this might be a bit overkill for you. Because we're not done with just those 4 pockets. As you can see on the back side here, we have more pockets. So starting at the top is that softly lined pocket I was talking about. And I've thrown in my sunglasses here because then they're still easy to access from the top, but maybe I'm gonna wanna grab my phone faster than I'm gonna wanna grab my sunglasses, or more often, so I sort of decided to do that. You do you. Then there is this huge mesh pocket where I've just got basically several toiletries, because it's just a good place, a good carry-all for things that maybe you want to be able to see, because this is the only pocket you can see into. All the rest of them, you're just going to have to remember what you put where. So it works really well for that. And then down at the bottom, we have another small pocket that zips up for just more gear. I don't know, maybe you want your AirPods there, maybe you want some gum. Whatever you need to bring, you can fit in there. And then there are loops scattered around. They show them as being for pens. They like stationery at Baronfig and taking hand notes, so you can use them for pens. Also this elastic grid down at the bottom. Ugh, it's hard for you to see because it won't open, but it's got this square of elastics where you can slide in, once again, pens or maybe a flash drive, just maybe a pack of gum. It holds things pretty nice. It's kind of odd, but it does hold things really nice. It's just added, it's additional options for you. And then, so what you can see here is there is quite a bit of depth. So you can pack this up with a couple of books and a water bottle, because there's no water bottle pocket, so you just have to slide it inside, some gloves. You can fit a few packing cubes in here. You could really load this up, but then you can see if you put too much in here, then when you are traveling, you're not really going to be able to access this back panel organization. So keep that in mind when you're filling it up. Like, put the things that you need while you're traveling on this front panel pockets, and save the things you don't need until you reach your destination for the back panel. So there you have it, the Baronfig Venture Backpack 3.0. Thanks for keeping it here at Pack Hacker, your guide to smarter travel, and we'll see you in the next one.